Hey, it's Witch Queen here. So, over the past 2-3 days, a lot of Filip Miucin's former colleagues at IGN have been tweeting how they feel about the whole plagiarism situation and controversy that's happened in the last week and a half, and how they feel about Filip. If you would like a recap of this situation, I'll leave links to all the videos I made covering this situation in the description below. So, quite a few people have been tweeting how they feel, and a lot basically feel they've been betrayed, and that this is basically a rabbit hole, because first it was Dead Cells, and then it was like FIFA, and then they just kept finding more and more after they decided to investigate and to look into the plagiarism allegations even more, and they found that, well, yeah, a lot of his content that he had wrote he copied from others. And so people feel used and betrayed, and they don't think Filip is a good person. For example, we have Brian Altano. He basically, there's a curse word in this tweet. He basically wrote saying that a lot of people would like the opportunity to work at IGN to talk about video games for a living, for a job. It's like a dream job. And he basically said that IGN want to hire passionate people who want to talk about video games because it shows their passion and interest in video games. And he basically compared it to high school, where you have an essay that is due in 3 days and you need to write it. So you basically half-ass it for like a passing mark. Like you get a D, and like basically in the real world for a job, that is different because you need to show that you're a professional and you're competent and you know what you're doing. And some of his previous tweets, he said that if you need help and you feel like you're kind of stuck and you would like some assistance, to reach out to someone and say, hey, I need help with this. So in Filip's case, Filip should have reached out to someone and said that he needed help with his reviews. And I find this interesting. Another is Lily Zaldivar. Her and Filip seemed like really good friends. They did a lot of live streams together playing games. I watched all of them because basically they were laughing, telling jokes, answering questions from the community. So Lily wrote a lot, but to sum it up, she said that she feels used. When Filip first moved to San Francisco, she asked him if he needed help with anything, and he did, and she helped him. She researched things, like topics and questions to talk about on the Nintendo podcast NVC. She introduced him to the community by doing those live streams. It was her idea, and she left IGN a few months ago, and Filip would say that, he would invite her back to be a guest on NBC their Nintendo podcast, and they continued to do some live stream, some games, and she could come back and talk about the Splatoon 2 expansion, but it never happened. He never invited her back, and basically she would text and call him and he would not reply. The only times he would reply were when she asked him if he needed help with anything, with work, and that's it. And she feels used, like he used her. Basically, they weren't really friends. He used her to basically further himself at his job at IGN as the Nintendo editor. And she even asked him if he hated her, which I find a little sad. But yeah, she says he's not a good person, and he was never the true Nintendo editor. She deleted a tweet with an image with another plagiarism accusation with Filip, that he copied another YouTuber regarding the Nintendo Switch HD Rumble feature with the ice cubes and the Rumble feature. But then she deleted it. So, what do you think with this whole situation? There have been others, but there's kind of too many to talk about. So, they basically said that last few days with this whole plagiarism controversy, their work has been a lot harder and busier because they're methodically removing all the content that Filip wrote, and they're trying to figure out if they should redo the reviews that Filip did, like Skyrim, Bayonetta 2. They did review the Dead Cells review, but what do you think? Do you think Filip is not a genuine person, and that his job as a journalist or a content creator on YouTube is over? Leave your thoughts and comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, favorite, comment below, or tweet me at WitchQueen and subscribe. Thanks for watching.